Oh, hello there, Emmett.
Hello, CEAZOR.
I was wondering, I kind of made a mistake and I lost some money. I was wondering if you could help me out, like maybe take me back in time to change that.
CEAZOR, we can't go back in time to change the present. That's very, very dangerous.
What's the point of a time machine if I can't go back in time and change the past so I get better present?
CEAZOR, you will break the fabric of reality. Everything will be broken. All will be gone. Who knows what could happen?
Well, I just want to get more yield. That's it. That's all I want. I don't know what to do.
Hey, CEAZOR. McFly here. I can take you back. Let's go get that yield.
Hello, welcome to CEAZOR Snack Sandwich. Today we're taking a look at 88 miles per hour. But before we do that, I'd like to send a thanks out to Cream Finance for sponsoring my channel. You can check them out, a great place to lend and borrow your cryptocurrencies. Okay, so on to 88 miles per hour. So what is 88 miles per hour? 88 miles per hour has two main products. They have the earn product and the yield product, and they have a few other things and I will go through them. So let's jump right into earn here and I will talk about what is your earn here. So the earn products are basically long-term or short-term. They're bonds with fixed rates. So they have these different possibilities you can do. And what you can do, so let's say I have some DAI. I could go in, hey, I want to put some DAI and I want to put it into Aave and get a fixed rate from Aave. Now Aave doesn't have fixed rate. Aave's interest is based on supply and demand. So it's constantly variable. It's changing all the time. So what this protocol is doing is it's taking a look at the historical yield action of these different protocols, and it's taking a 30-day exponential moving average, and it's using that to calculate it. And on top of it, it's also giving you MPH rewards of like around 23% on these specific pools. So if I go into deposit here, and I decide on which product I want to use. So it's all here. So let's say I wanted to use DAI and I wanted to get my yield from Aave, or I wanted to use DAI and get my yield from Compound. That would be up to me, right? So I go here and I say, oh, I want to, let's say $5,000, right? And then I can use this scrolling bar here to decide how long I want my thing to be locked. So if you notice here, there's a fixed APR of 1.63. And as I move this along, it's going to recalculate and go down to 1.38 because the protocol is taking on more risk if the longer you lock it, because they are only using 30 days, the exponential moving average. So they need to hedge this risk a little bit. So the longer you hold this for, the lower the fixed interest rate is going to be. So some use cases here that are interesting is like, it's good to be able to know that you're going to get a fixed rate from a deposit. You don't have to question how much you're going to get. You know you're going to get this, right? Now, there is some other things here, and that is you can add some NFT metadata to your position because it is an NFT. When you open this position, you get an NFT in your wallet, and you could add some things to this. Like, let's say you wanted to give your son a little birthday gift that expires in like 30 days on his birthday or 80 days on his birthday. You could put this DAI, you could put a message in here and be like, hey, guess what, on your birthday you're going to get this fixed interest rate bond is going to be mature, and then he can redeem it for the full amount on that time. Now there is one more thing. You can redeem these early, but there is a penalty for that, and that's one of the sources of revenue for this protocol. Is if you redeem early, then you will basically have to pay a small amount. Oh, it's here. Okay, withdraw early, 0.5% fee, which is quite a bit, but maybe not. Just don't withdraw early. Just set this properly. Like, decide on the time factor that you think is acceptable and then stick to it. Now, if you really, really need your money, just be prepared to pay a small amount. Now, let's go back to here. So that pretty much covers these products. You can go through them. You can decide which one you think is good and which one has good yield and which one is appealing to you. But this is a very simple, safe, easy product. You know, you don't have to worry about the variability of the APY, and you're also going to get these MPH rewards, which are quite good right now. Okay, so onwards, the second product is what they call yield. Now this is a speculation product. This is like the opposite of earn. Earn is quite safe. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get this. And speculating with the yield tokens is like basically the opposite. This is the people who pay the debt. So this person's going to get this yield regardless, because they're going to, they're going to get the yield from Aave and so forth. But these people, what they're doing is they're going to come in here and they say, oh, the current APY on this token, right? This DAI versus Aave. If you change it to USDC on Aave, the current yield is 3.7, and they'd be like, oh, I think in the future it's going to, on the average, it's going to hold like 4.9 or what have you. But so let's go back to the one product that actually has a open position. So as you can see, this maturity, this product here, you could buy a portion of this this debt. It's kind of like debt, like you get this bond. This protocol owes whoever opened this position this much money. So I could come in here and I could buy. Okay, so let's say I was thinking to speculate on this. I understand that his he's owed this much, and I could buy a portion of this. But the current APY is 2.8. But let's say I think it's going to be the market's going to be bullish. So I'm going to say, oh, it's going to go to like 4%. It's going to stick around 4% for the maturity time of this on average, right? So then on average, I'm going to get about 120% ROI. Plus I'm going to get this MPH tokens just for buying some of this DAI debt, right? This DAI bonds, paying out some of those bonds for this person who opened these bonds. Now you don't have to buy it all. You can just buy a portion of it and so forth. And then now there is some other things, like if this person decides to withdraw early, then everything gets like, he gets his money back with a loss, and then I will also get refunded because the twice the amount of money is there. The money is there. I'm going to put some money in. I'm going to pay him, and then I'm going to take over his money on Aave, or in this case, is it Aave? Yeah, I'm going to take over his money on Aave, and that's going to be my position now, and I'm basically giving him what is owed him to his bond. So this is something you can do. This doesn't change any of the factors. This is more like a speculation tool that allows you to like make your educated guess, like a calculator. Now, if I'm bullish, or sorry, bearish, and I go here, I think 2.8 is too high and it's going to go down. I can pull this down and see, oh, will it still be profitable if it goes down? How far can it go down? When to buy these bonds, will I be at a loss, right? Now you can see this is still a profitable position because it's still up to 2% because of the MPH rewards. So you can go in here and think about, oh, whether or not I want to buy some of these. So then I click buy, and then you just tell it how much. Like I don't want to do 20,000. Let's say I wanted to do, I just want to buy $2,000 worth of those things, and it's going to tell me, oh, this is your MPH rewards, and this is how much you're going to pay, and so forth. So that's pretty much it. So this is, you have to kind of be careful. This doesn't mean I'm going to pay 2,000 DAI. This means I'm going to buy 2,000 of these yield tokens and DAI. So be careful about this. This doesn't mean DAI. I'm not spending 2,000 DAI. So if I put 100, then you can see maybe let's put 1,000. Then I'm spending 4 DAI. If I spend like 5,000, I'm spending 21 DAI. If I spend 10,000, I'm spending 42 DAI. So as you can see, these are the bonds that I'm buying from this person. So be careful about this. Make sure you check this, right? Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it. I know I didn't cover it in super depth, but I do have an AMA with him where he explains a lot of things. I will link to that video at the end of this. And of course, you can go check out their Discord and ask some more questions in there and read their documentation and so forth. But I guess I should talk about this. There is some staking and some farming. And the staking is basically you stake the MPH token and you get X MPH. And all of the yield, all the revenue that comes from this protocol is given to these people. So there are 3 sources, if I recall correctly. There is the 20% fee on the fixed interest. So as they as they collect the yield from Aave, they're going to take a small, well, 20% of the yield on the bonds. So it kind of, but the bonds that are quoted here, like if you go to earn here, and you see that this interest rate here, 1.68, this has that reduction already taken into account. So you're not going, this is what you're going to get. You get this because it's already been reduced by 20%. Now there's also the 0.5% of withdrawal early free, and then there's also all of these governance token rewards that come from opening positions on other protocols. So like if you open a position on Compound, you might get some comp tokens, or on Aave you get some Aave tokens. Well, this protocol will harvest those, sell them, buy back MPH, and then give them to the people who have staked MPH into this section here for X MPH. And the last thing is farm. If you want, you can provide liquidity on SushiSwap, and you will get both sushi rewards and MPH rewards based on this percentage here, which is again variable. So that pretty much covers it. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.